Good morning, ladies. Mic test. Wala pa. Hindi naka-on. Ayun. Mic test. Mic. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Welcome to our live press briefing after a long while of being limited to virtual interactions. Pero dalawa lang ang matapang. Today is the first day of the official resumption of regular office work in the Philippine National Police under the General Community Quarantine or GCQ. As you may have noticed earlier, the regular Monday flag raising ceremony has been adjusted to conform with our operating guidelines under the new normal, while we continue to honor the flag and pledge allegiance at the start of every working week. In the interest of public health and safety, the Philippine National Police will implement a new set of guidelines, policies and procedures to be observed by all PNP offices and units to ensure force protection and efficient delivery of police services under the GCQ. A study group on the new normal chaired by the Chief of the Directorial Staff, Police Lieutenant General Cesar Binag, has identified 6 key factors that define the new normal as mic test. Mic test. Pati microphone nanibago. Mic test. Mic test. Okay. A study group of the new normal chaired by the Chief of the Directorial Staff, Police Lieutenant General Cesar Binag, has identified 6 key factors that define the new normal for the PNP. These are adherence, number 1, adherence to minimum health standards. These are DOH-defined non-pharmaceutical interventions that do not involve vaccines and medication which individuals and communities can carry out to mitigate the spread of infection. Number 2, use of information and communications technology to minimize transmission of disease by migration of physical in-person processes to a virtual environment through the use of electronic communication platforms, social media, and devices such as drones, CCTV, and body-worn camera. Number 3, revised deployment scheme or work schedule adjustment to ensure that all PNP personnel, particularly frontliners, are free from infection and are all fit for work through work from home arrangement, skeletal workforce, 4-day or compressed work week, and staggered working hours. Number 4, enhanced personal knowledge and competency, integration of health-related learning in the curriculum of different police courses and training programs. Number 5, enhanced workspace infrastructure, adjustment to PNP workspaces, both office and vehicle, to ensure that risk of infection is minimized. Number 6, new equipment and additional funding for test kits, PPE, collapsible tents, hospital beds, IT equipment, connectivity, and non-lethal police intervention equipment. As I see it, a greater challenge lies in how well we can reconcile these new normal guidelines with existing policies and procedures, particularly with the police operational procedures. I have emphasized in the past that whether it is ECQ, MECQ, or GCQ, the PNP continues to aggressively perform law enforcement functions in support of the national campaign against crime, illegal drugs, corruption, and terrorism. There is no let-up in our campaign against crime, and as proven by recent reports, the PNP's enforcement efficiency and performance is not hampered by the challenges of COVID-19. On PNP health matters, I am glad to announce that as of 6 a.m. of Sunday, there are no more severe cases PNP COVID patients admitted in hospitals. All active 247 cases are either under home quarantine or are in quarantine facilities of the PNP for mild to moderate cases. As of yesterday, we have posted a recovery rate of 51.9%. Of the total 314 confirmed cases among PNP personnel, 163 of whom have since recovered, while no new deaths were reported since April. Among the 163 recovered cases, 109 or 67% are yet to complete the required quarantine period, while 54 cases or 32% have been declared as completely recovered. The past months, while undoubtedly difficult, further strengthens the PNP's resolve to fulfill our mandate as leaders, protectors, and defenders of our people. Together, we will redefine the new normal framework with your health and safety paramount at all times. We ask for your patience and continued cooperation as we seek an end to the threat of this pandemic. By God's grace and mercy, we will heal as one. Maraming salamat po.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yung checkpoint, curfew, at saka yung travel authority, sir, tuloy pa rin ngayon GCQ, hindi lang dito sa Metro Manila.
Yes, we do not want people to get confused on the travel authority and quarantine pass. Kaya na lumabas ang IATF ng travel authority is para lang ito dito sa mga locally stranded individuals. Actually, ang nauna kasi dyan are yung mga estudyante. Because of the postponement of the school na August na, kaya gustong umuwi ng mga estudyante. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng travel authority. Second, actually may mga lumabas din. Kunwari, yung mga aplikante ng mga work for abroad, OFWs, who are here who applied but of course cannot apply kasi wala pang international travels or probably suspended din yung mga job abroad. And then third is yung mga gustong sumundo na mga OFW na nandito sa Manila and wants to go home. May mga iba nga in batches. So these are the things na identified natin na mga locally stranded individuals. So it should not be confused by yung authorized person already allowed to go out of their residences. Now siguro, ang general guideline is, of course, age muna tayo, Yung below 20, 21 below, because they are students, At yung 60 and above, kasi vulnerable din sila. But of course, may exception. Those who are working are allowed to, and then, all industries are almost open, under the GCQ, except na meron lang control on the number of workforce that you are supposed to employ and deploy in your specific industry. So basically, yung restriction, ganun lang ang pinaka-general restrictions. Other than that, then everybody naman is allowed to all those who are not allowed, which is very limited, I think, are allowed to go out. So, hindi na kailangan nila ng travel authority. Kasi natatambakan kami, I think for NCR alone, parang they process around 500 each day. Sabi ko nga, actually, kinausap ko si General Sina, sabi ko, why don't you devolve your requirements? Kasi ang titingnan, pag kukuha ka ng travel authority, very specific naman yung mga health certificate, etc. Sabi ko, what's the difference in appreciating dito sa regional headquarters kung ibaba mo yan doon sa Chief of Police? Siguro, they will be carrying out your signature on a delegated capacity. Kasi para mabilis, kasi natatambakan kami ng ng request for travel authority. No, na sabi ko, we empower our chiefs of police, especially in NCR, na sila na yung mag-appreciate kung tama, and then i-email na lang, then halos ministerial na lang on the part of the regional director.
Sir, paano yung magiging proseso dito sa mga frontline services ng pang-parami sa June 4 pag-start po ng work? Like yung pagkuha ng mga permit, LTAP, SPO, sa one-stop shop.
Siguro ang isipin lang ng mga tao is once we want to observe social distancing, so we will devise a scheduling siguro tayo, no, so that we can control the population in any of the different offices of the PNP. Kunwari sa one-stop shop, if they can only accommodate so much, then after that, rather than paintayin mo sa labas, kukuha na lang sila ng schedule, no? But there's a meeting at 10 o'clock now, then I will disseminate that, na para makontrol yung, kung expected na marami ang pupunta, kung marami ang pupunta, then we might as well give them specific schedule para at any one time, nakukontrol natin sinong nandoon sa building. Kasi hindi naman kami exempted. We have to observe yung social distancing and mass gathering, no? Under GCQ, ang alam ko, 10. 10 ba yun? Yeah, 10. So, we have to abide by that. No? We have to abide by that. Full alert? Yes, hindi pa na downgrade, no? But we will assess. We will assess in a few days whether we're going to downgrade it or not. Kasi kaya lang naman tayo nag-red alert dahil, yun nga, because of the situation. And of course, it jives with the emergency situation as declared by the national authority. So, sinabayan lang namin dahil it's a state of emergency, required yung presence. But of course, we have to understand also na kahit yung deployment namin sa opisina is also graduated, no? Kasi hindi naman prepared yung aming offices na nandito lahat. No, saan mo yan papatambay sila or saan sila saan sila titigil, no? So we still have to consider also, baka nga ang aming full alert ngayon hindi na lahat nandito, no? Probably they will just be ready on call at any time.
Sir, nakita ko po yung sir advisory na pinag-pun muna yung recruitment, sir, sa mga bagong police. Could you elaborate, sir, kung paano natin na-arrive yung decision?
Actually, meron kaming first cycle kasi ang unang target namin dyan is mag-take out ng April 15. So nagkaroon siya ng process, no? Pero hindi pare-pareho kung nasaan stage na yung mga different regional offices. Now, timing naman na nag-create tayo ng bagong saan natin sila i-house, no? And then, kanina, napag-usapan din namin among ourselves na paano natin ma-observe yung social distancing, no, in the process. So, ang pinaka-idea namin is that you will go to the nearest regional training center at doon ka i-process kahit saan ka nag-apply. Basta pag-expired, the soonest possible that you can renew it, then please do so.
So, wait,
Yes, walang penalties. No penalties. Actually, ang guidelines nga namin noon is pag pumasok ka ng March 17, presume pa rin yan na valid, no? Presume pa rin na valid.
sir, tanggap mo mga satisfy, papasok sa trabaho, at kaya wala naman yung masakyan. Ang PNP ba, huwag yung mag-bigay o mag-read ka ng libre na sakay para sa papasok sa trabaho wala masakyan.
Actually, limited kasi yung ating number of trucks, no? Yung mga truck ng LSS ang ginagamit namin. I think we have regular travels from Bacoor, Cavite, and from Navotas, no? On a daily basis. Now, but we have encouraged our lower units to do so also. So I think NCR is also doing it, and on the different police station na meron silang available na mga sasakyan. But alam naman natin that under GCQ, a certain percentage already of the mass transport is allowed, no? So we expect also na meron na rin masakyan yung ibang mga tao. But of course, limited pa rin. But on the side sa PNP, tuloy, hanggang ngayon, tuloy pa rin yung aming libreng sakay. Okay? Before you go, dito na ba sila? Meron kaming, gusto nyo magpa-RTK? RTK. Ekstrakan kayo ng dugo para sa rapid test. Ayan. Saan tayo? Please go there. Hindi kasi ang RTK namin, di ba ang RTK usually, piniprick lang, tapos tinitest. Sa amin, mag-extract ng mga isang syringe na blood, pinaprocess siya. Hinihiwalay yung red and yung white. Tapos yung white ang tinitest. Okay, matakot. Ano lang, para injection, maliit.